Hey, Shalom, Markins, Rakama Kapashim, Jim is London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Chakwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles, James, and Shalom out there to the hopeful next, pushing his truth and all sincerity. Just a real quick video. Got this video from Twitter here, right? And yeah, this is the future, man. But you know, when the MOTB comes into play, this will be a part of it. And you know, without the right credentials, right? If you don't have the MARK, then you're gonna get denied, right? And it ain't just gonna be denied going to the stores. You're gonna be denied many things, right? Because you don't have the right credentials, man. All right, so let me just play the video and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Please look at camera for entry.
And if you stand on the shoes and look into the spheroid until you get the green light, that'll open the door for you.
Oh, stand on the shoes?
In this video, you don't get access to this Jackson store or whatever, right? Unless you allow yourself to be biometrically identified, with this facial recognition. Now, what I just thought about just now, why does it need to do that? Is it searching some database to make sure you're not some hardened criminal or whatever? I don't know. Maybe they just want to see your face and put you on a database afterwards. Who knows, man? But basically, you can't get in the store, right? Unless you comply. Unless you comply with that. So you got to, like it says, down the shoes, right? Now this thing, the camera there is scanning you, all right, and it's taking plot points on your face and that kind of stuff, and like I say, it might be matching you up to a database or whatever, and it confirms whether or not you can and cannot come in the store or not. I say I'm not sure what's going on behind the scenes with what information is being used and why and whatever, but you have to comply. You have to do this, right? So it may come, maybe someone else rolls up there, and the lock stays on. You don't get in. You're denied access. Because of X, Y, and Z reasons. All right. So right now, some places, they run with the biometrics. Fingerprints, eye scans, facial scans, and you got your passports, right? And they got those systems in place that run, in these different places, the airport and whatever. You got Amazon Go. Amazon Go, right? The self checkout. You just go in there, you walk out with shit. Because you were scanned on the way in. You're logged in and whatever, right? So they got these systems in place, man. But we know, according to the prophecies, man, that the elites of this world, these governments, that they're using, are gonna implement something else, right? Which is Bible speaks about, right? So, what is that something else? Well, Revelations 13:16 says this, and he calls with all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right? Now, going to this word mark, man, I implore you to go into the word, go into the Greek of this word and find out what it all means, man. Because that's the underpinning knowledge of what is going to go down in this place, right? Now, I ain't going to do this in this video because there's plenty of videos out there you can look on, right now, right? Maybe I'll do another one at another time. But right now, this is just about this video, right? But I implore you to go into that word mark, go into the Greek, find out what these words really, really mean, right? And when you go into it, you're gonna find other words. You're gonna find new words that you may have never even heard of before, because you're not familiar with the Greek or biblical prophecy or anything like that. So you're gonna learn new things, Lord willing, right? You're gonna learn new things, and you're gonna come up with the word charagma, right? Karaks, right? You're gonna come up with new understandings of what this word mark means, right? And it's something that's incised in the flesh, cut into the flesh, okay, put into the flesh, know, like as the description will tell you, like a palisade, okay, that goes into the ground, you know, and that's all representative of the RFID, which goes into the hand, okay, via the hypodermic needle, right? Which is gaining traction in this world. To talk about it, you know, having RFIDs and, you know, NFCs and whatever embedded into people's hands, into people's bodies, okay, into people's brains, and, you know, in people's heads, right? That's been gathering steam. Okay, to talk, you know, being spoke about like a viable thing in the future, the near future at that, right? And so there's prophecy here in Revelation 13 that indicates to that, right? So he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? This will be the new identification. These things are already being used in your bank cards and your passports and your Oyster cards. You know, if you live in England or Britain, right, or England, you got the Oyster cards, right? Your phones. So they exist in technology that people use on day-to-day basis, right? But they want these things to exist inside you, to identify you, right? Giving you the correct credentials for certain things. You know, these RFIDs can give you access to places. It can deny you access to places, right? All this information can deny you, you know, loans and things like that. Just check out China's social credit system, and how they, you know, mark the population, right? How they label their population from good to bad, you know, those who are trustworthy and those who are not trustworthy, who are good civilians and who are not good civilians, you know. And basically, anyone that doesn't want to take this is going to be deemed a bad civilian, you know, someone that's going against the grain, that don't really want to be a part of this new society that is being created around us, this digital society, right? Because this all goes in conjunction with the CBDCs that are being created, this digital currency, okay, this programmable money, okay, that is going to be assigned to people in the forms of universal basic income type, what do you call that, benefits, right? You know, this is all to be used in conjunction with one another for the new world order, right? For the new money system, new financial system, right? And so you're not going to have many options but to sign up and take this mark if you want a part of Esau society, or to continue in Esau society, right? But we know there is a great judgment to befall those that take this mark, you know, pursuant to the next chapter 14, for those that take that mark. All right. So those of us that believe in these scriptures, okay, want to stay well away from taking anything that's going to be implanted in us, okay, wherever it may be, right? Don't be fooled by some of these clowns out there that tell you it's okay to trust Esau, who is the devil, by the way, if you didn't already know. You know, the so-called white man. Don't trust anything that he's trying to do or put inside you, right? We just had the episode with the whole Pan V, right? And look what happened, you know, with these people and the what's the aftermath of that, you know. So I say, go into the words, man. Okay, as the spirits dealing with you, man, you'll see it. Okay, you'll see it. All right. But anyway, I'll read it again. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, right? So you can't buy or sell, right? As it says, except, which save means except, he had that mark, right? So you're not going to be able to go in the store and buy anything. Hell, you're not going to get into the store by the looks of things. You know what I'm saying? You can't even roll into the store. You ain't got the credentials. You're not registered on the database. You know, you've not been approved. They can't, you ain't, your RFID is not there. There's no scan. So, you know, what it will do is scan your biometrics, and it'll scan your chip, right? And it'll link the two together and say, yeah, confirmed. You can come in the store and buy something or whatever. Right? But without it, you ain't buying shit. right? You ain't buying no electricity. You ain't buying a damn thing. You can't buy or sell without it. Okay, this is what's going to prevent you from going places and buying things, man. Not some image of not sin or some image of Christ you got to bow down to before you go in the store or some stupid shit. You know what I mean? Okay, they're going to expect you to take these implants. Try to confirm your ID. All right, to confirm you are who you're supposed to be, who you say you are, and that you're logged down on a database, showing you that you're down with the new world order, you're down with the image of the beast, that you're down with his, with his society. All right. So yeah, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, which, they work off universal product barcodes or QR codes, right, which all have the devil's number within them, right? But just because I said it about it, right? Revelations 14 and verse 9 says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, right? So we're meant to fear the judgment of the Lord, man, right? That's what we're meant to be fearing, right? And what the Lord is going to do to those that accept or take the beast's mark, all right? And I say this technology that's out here already is the infrastructure being put in place for it, right? But at the moment it's under the guise of just biometrics, man. Yeah, we're gonna scan your eyes or your face, your points in your face or your fingerprints or whatever. It's not invasive or not as invasive as or not as closely linked to biblical prophecy as the mark. Okay, these RFIDs or these NFCs, right? Because they are being implanted in people. People are taking them. People have them already for various reasons, but they're not government issued. The government's not asking them to take them. The government's not forcing no one to take them. The government's not encouraging anyone to take them. These are tech jobs, tech guys that love the idea of transhumanism type things. They enjoy the idea of being able to open locked doors with just the swipe of their hand and using the printer or things like that. Buying tickets, having tickets on their things, so they don't have to carry no keys, don't have to carry keys, don't have to carry tickets. These are the type of guys especially in these Scandinavian countries that they like that type of shit. Or there's a percentage of them that like that type of shit. So they're willingly just willing participants of that, and they're gonna sell that to you. They're gonna make it cool. And they're gonna make it sound like it's safe and that it's not nefarious in any way. They're gonna make you feel comfortable. So when the time comes to release it, because there's gonna be a crisis, and these governments are gonna be urging people to take them, right? Your guard's gonna be down, and you're just gonna accept it because these guys took it. They're cool. No one's forcing them, and blah 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 blah. It's kind of cool though. Look what I could do with this. Right, your guard's gonna be put down, and you're gonna accept it because you're gonna be in a perilous situation. Okay, a life and death situation. You need to eat. You need to provide for your family, and most people are just gonna just accept it and do whatever the government tells them to do. All right, so all this is being set up already. The infrastructure and the brainwashing, the what's the another word I was thinking about? The convincing's being done already. It's been set up, right? So yeah, this is verse 11. And the smoke of the torment and the smoke of the torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. All right, so we're meant to be fearing the Most High judgment for those that take it. So we have to be vigilant. We have to be circumspect. Okay, we have to keep up to date with what's going on in the world, man, and how the world's moving, because this will surely happen. This will surely happen, so we have to watch out for it. Okay, these things linked to prophecy. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say Shalom. Lord, this is edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So till next time, I say Shalom.